Because Canada is now promising, specifically the state of Ontario, is now promising to take off electricity from New York, Michigan, and Minnesota. Ain't that crazy? Wow, how fast things move. It's only been 2 months, you know? How much are the price of eggs? Are they cheaper? Hello gorgeous people, how are you doing today? My name is Georges and welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna touch on some politics today. I used to talk about politics on the channel a lot, but ever since November 2024, I've been trying to avoid it. Because, you know, we did what we could. Let's just pretend it's not happening until that shit knocks on our door. I'm afraid to say that shit is knocking on our door, and there's a story that I feel like it's a good combination of funny and impactful that I feel like I need to talk about. We've all heard about tariffs. The US is slapping tariffs on goods from multiple countries, including China, Mexico, and Canada. For those people, for people who don't understand, because you would be surprised at how many people don't understand this very basic idea of a tariff. But for people who don't understand the idea of tariff, let me explain it in very simple terms. What that means is, if I live in Mexico and I'm selling a good to you in the US, as I pass the border from Mexico to the US, if I'm selling my good for $100, I have to now give $25, if the tariff is 25%, I have to now give $25 to the US government. Now, how that impacts you, the consumer, is because now I have to pay $25 to the US government, the price of my good is no longer just $100. It's $125. Damn! When I cross the border, I change the price. The price is no longer $100. Yes, I might have sold it for $100 in Mexico, but in the US now I'm selling it for $125. And who pays for that? Your ass.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Well, Trump decided to throw tariffs on everybody. He's giving that to Mexico, he's giving that to Canada. Why? Nobody understands. But you know how Canada is always nice? Canada said, not this time, niggas. All bets are off. And none of us knew how much leverage Canada really had. Because Canada is now promising, specifically the state of Ontario, is now promising to take off electricity from New York, Michigan, and Minnesota. Do you know why they can do that? Because apparently, which I didn't know, a lot of the electricity from New York, Michigan, and Minnesota actually come from Canada.
We're moving forward with a 25% surcharge on electricity exports. For the 1.5 million American homes and businesses that Ontario powers, homes and businesses in Minnesota, Michigan, and New York. This surcharge will cost families and businesses, on an average, this will add around $100 per month to the bills of hardworking Americans. If necessary, if the United States escalates, I will not hesitate to shut the electricity off completely.
So Canada is selling electricity to the US. You learn something new every day. So we're throwing tariffs on Canada, and Canada is saying, as of now, Canada has increased the price of electricity that they're selling to New York, Minnesota, and Michigan. So now they're paying a lot more for electricity, almost $100 more per month, because Canada said, we can make you hurt as well. But that's not all they're saying. Canada is also saying, if you continue fucking with us, we're actually gonna stop selling electricity to you and y'all are gonna go dark. Canada is saying now that, like, oh, we can completely fuck up your electricity if you keep playing with us. Ain't that crazy? Wow, how fast things move. It's wild. It's only been 2 months, you know? It's only been fucking 2 months. How much are the price of eggs? Are they cheaper? You know, because we were obsessed with the price of eggs. That shit is about $10 now. How do you feel about that? And also, I don't know if you've heard, but for the past 8 weeks, all the major indices in the US stock markets have been trailing down. The S&P and the NASDAQ, which are two of the major stock indices measuring the health of the New York stock markets, have been in the negative for the past 8 weeks. And also, the American economy has not been growing for the past quarter. And also, retailers like Walmart are saying that American consumers seem to have less money to buy goods.
The economy might slip back this year because people are just not spending as much as they normally do. Walmart's yearly sales outlook was less than Wall Street expected, and that hurt the retail giant stock price, leading to a wider sell-off.
But it does indicate that trouble may be coming. And the stock lost over 6.5%. If Walmart says, quote, we are in an uncertain time, that is a potential red flag. And then you zoom out, you couple this with the retail sales numbers that we got for January. biggest drop we've seen in 2 years. And then the data that we're getting on how consumers feel about inflation, they think inflation is going to be about 4%.
Y'all had made up the idea of a recession in your head when we were under Biden because you had forgotten what a real recession looks like. Well, we are all about to remember what a recession, all of us, because y'all also thought that like this would only hurt Black people or only hurt people of color or only hurt immigrants. But we are all about to find out what a real recession looks like and what real inflation feels like. And also, some of y'all about to go with no electricity. That's terrible.